right. Here we go. And we're live. Evening, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Thank God it's Friday. Really, thank God it's Friday. It's been a long week, and I still got to work this weekend. But hey, I'm here for you guys. I'm here to do some cooking. Going to do some things tonight that little different, just kind of throw it out there. We're not going to do the bam. That's already, that's trademarked. We're going to do, and there's my sous chef over there, giving her comments. So, again, we're tweaking the stream. We're trying to make it better. Got the cameras in a couple of different spots. Got some new stands. Got the microphone in a new spot. Hopefully, it's gonna go good. Hopefully it all goes good. There is a change I want to make on this camera here. I can see it. Not sure why it wants to do that. But hope everybody's having a good week. If you're out there, give a shout out in chat. Let me know how your guys' week was, and then I'll kind of go over what we're going to be cooking tonight. Like I said, it's going to be a little different. I say a lot. Yes, that's because I'm trying to configure my camera while I'm speaking, and I don't want to mess it up. So I'm not sure why my focus. Okay, so let's try this. Trying to get my focus to work correctly. For some reason, it wants to focus on the behind me instead of here. So I apologize for that. Let's see how that works. I'm going to try to block that out a little bit. All right. I might want to switch my cameras up later on, but for now we're good. We're fine. So tonight we're going to be making a chocolate mascarpone cheese. I guess it would be a cheesecake with chocolate over. It isn't. No, there's some. It's no bake, as in I don't have to bake it, but there's some prep I have to do. So my parrot over there is, giving advice. So I'll be posting up the recipe and that up on YouTube tomorrow. But the dessert, it's not really hard to make. There's just a lot of freezing to make sure that everything is caramelized. It's going to be a very rich cake, but I'm very excited to see how it's going to turn out. And then the other thing we're going to do is, like I said, the twist. So the mascarpone cheesecake, it should be sweet but not real rich. And then you do a whipped cream over the top. Like I said, it's going to have an Oreo cookie base. We're going to cook that all up, and then it's going to have some curl chocolate that we did up earlier tonight. And then we're going to do a chicken stroganoff instead of a beef stroganoff. It's a little lighter, but instead of the heavy beef with noodles, we're going to have it over rice with the sauce. So it should be good. I'm looking forward. If you guys are out there and you want to see my sous chef on chat, I need someone to give a shout out or a follow or a yell or something in chat to get her over here. I don't know why she thinks she's shy. She helped me get everything set up over here. I know she's not. She's just, you know. But I do know one thing. It is Friday. It's been a long week.
It's Friday.
So we definitely need to have a drink. So, yes. So I'm going to get a drink. I'll be right back. Of course, I got to get 2 glasses to get my sous chef over here. Hey! How you doing, buddy? I should probably get my glasses on because I'm not going to be able to read the chat. So, let me convince my sous chef to do that.
Where's your glasses?
They're upstairs. Can you go get them for me, please? It sucks to get old. All right, look, shit starts sagging. You can't see. So, gonna do a little wine for the wife, my sous chef. So a little Moscato wine for her. And then myself, I'm gonna do a nice Lambrusco. You know, the nice thing about the Lambrusco is it's light, it's cold, it's refreshing. We've kind of had some warm days down here. Thank you. Oh my God, look, I can actually see. Yasmanic. Hopefully I said that right. How's it going? All right, so.
I'm ready, hon.
You're ready? Okay, sorry. Just leave this out here. All right, here. I'm sorry. All right. To Friday. Cheers.
It's Friday.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, let's get this going here. I got to bring up my stream so I can actually see. Let me pop out my chat. And there we go. There we go. Much better.
What do I need to do first?
We are going to. So we're going to start the dessert here. We're going to beat up the cookies. I just use a little Ninja here. So simple, easy. So let's get this going. So we had a little debate, okay? You know, we're coming up on 30 years of marriage, and we had a small debate on, I could have swore the last time, excuse me, the last time we did this, we ended up taking the fillings out.
No, I didn't.
That's the debate.
Because I just
So.
eat one. Let me see if they're good.
So we're doing chocolate cookies.
Good.
I know. So I want to get as much as the chocolate as I can. So it says here about 14 ounces, 36 cookies. She's saying this is enough. I didn't think it was. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it looks like there's going to be 30 cookies.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking we're going to mix this up real quick.
It's going to be loud.
It is. That's okay.
Is it plugged in?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not.
Oh, sorry. All right. So this thing just rips up stuff. So. And then once this is done,
We have to mix.
hey buddy, how's it going?
We have to mix.
You know you're going to have some of this cake when we're done. I'm supposed to say hello from Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy.
All right, so once we're done, I'm going to throw in some more of the cookies. Well, then let me mix this up a little more. All right, so basically you just want it to look like this. Let me switch this really quick. You just kind of want it to look like that, you know. Yeah, nice and crumbled. So we're gonna take this out. We're gonna stick it in a bowl. Okay. Then we're gonna put the blades back in, and we're gonna stick the rest of the cookies in. Basically, what we're gonna do here is we're going to. I have 2 cookbooks for you.
Oh, from the
So wait a minute. Cookbooks? Are you saying I'm a bad cook? No, I know what the cookbooks are for, man. Thank you very much. Oops. Yes, I agree. Cookies, num num. She keeps eating all my cookies.
I have to try them if they're good.
Yeah, well, I hope I'm going to have enough for my...
The taste is approved.
Oh, okay, good. So, I'm going to get a bowl and melt half a stick of butter. So this thing just rips it up, so we don't have to do too much here.
You just need half a stick?
No, it's a full stick.
Are you sure?
Combine a half, melt a half a cup of butter, that's a whole stick. So I would do it in a big bowl or a small, this over here. So you can cover it. All right, so again, that's what we want it to look like. And then basically we're going to stick this into a pie pan. Let it freeze.
Melt it?
Yeah, we want it melted. So we want to melt that and then press it into the bottom of a prepared pan. So do you want to use the spring roll pan? I say we use the pie pan.
Okay.
So, because it says a 10-inch pie pan, and that pie pan that we have, that's a 10-inch one. I think the spring roll is only 9 or 9.5, right? All right, so I love to say this because I get yelled at for it all the time, but you didn't cover the butter.
Did it splatter?
Oh yes, it splattered.
No, it didn't.
Oh, I heard it.
No, it didn't.
Oh, I heard it. But that's okay because I'm not the one who does the dishes. So, all right. So basically, I'm gonna move this out of the way.
Oh, I have to mix it in the pan press.
You can mix it in there and then put it in. It's fine. We want to mix that up first. Kind of get it all melted. Come over here. If you're gonna do that.
No, you do that.
You want to pull out that Ninja then, or we shouldn't need it anymore. All right, so we basically just want to get this nice and melted. Put it in. If you mix it up when you're doing it, it's not going to be as bad because otherwise it'll clump real bad. So just, no, you don't think so? Okay. My sous chef, correcting me. So basically just get this all incorporated, all mixed up, as you can see here. Basically it's going to be the glue. So once we get this in, we're going to press it into the pie. Get it all mixed in there. Oh, it smells so good.
A tart pan with removable bottom. That means that.
Okay, then go for it. Again, I'm being corrected by my sous chef. But that's okay. That's okay. I don't mind. So what she's doing is she's spraying the bottom so it doesn't stick. So I'm hoping tomorrow or today our new pan set is going to come in. I'm actually pretty excited. So we'll be cooking that tomorrow. All right, so I will let you do this. Sorry. So as you can see, she's just spreading it out. Then she's going to pat it down. And then once we're done with that, that's going to go into the freezer for 15 minutes so it's nice and hard. And while we're doing that, then we're going to then break down the sugar, brown sugar and butter over the pan. We're going to whisk that up and then put in some cream. That's going to be the base for the bottom, because we're going to caramelize that bottom of this. So once that's done, that goes back in for 30 minutes. And while that's going, then we're going to whip up the cream and the chocolate chips and make the actual filling. And then once we're done with that, then hopefully we can then move on to the chicken. So I'm pretty excited about the chicken. I'm not sure if my kids are watching, but I know my oldest just loves beef stroganoff. So I kind of did this for him. Ooh, that's good.
It's very chocolatey because of the filling.
I agree.
And you want to scrape the filling.
What's that?
But you want to scrape the filling.
Okay, I was wrong. I'll drink to that. Here, you should drink to that too. Here.
See my handy dandy tool?
This is my MacGyver. So basically, what she's doing is she's just using
And now it needs to go freeze.
yeah. She's just using a measuring cup, and she's just smoothing it out on the bottom. Can you push that from the middle over there?
From the middle.
Yeah, so it's all.
That's good.
Let me make some room here.
There.
See if we can get that in there. That's good. We got a runner. Watch your fingers. All right, sorry about that. We're going to switch back over here. All right, next we're going to heat up the pan. Oh, next we got to take a drink. So did you see the joke that Jimmy sent you?
What did you say?
Let me go get my phone.
So we need half cup butter and brown sugar in a small saucepan.
So Andrew, you are watching. You lurking, or are you going to say something?
Cook over medium minute.
He says I keep saying
Yeah. Yeah, why do you do that? Time to put the brown sugar on here.
Let me switch over to the stove. Okay. Alright, so basically you're gonna do it in a saucepan?
That's what it says, in a small saucepan.
Okay. Just let it melt down and then we'll put the brown sugar in.
Okay. Now what?
We have to let it melt down, and then we'll whisk in half or a quarter cup of.
After
Wait,
you
wait.
remove from the heat.
Yes, but I'm just preparing. Woo, you like my legs? All right. So, can I get this over there a little bit? There we go. So we're going to melt that down. Once we melt that down, then we're going to mix in the brown sugar. We're going to whisk that around for roughly about a minute till it comes to a nice boil. Then we're going to take it off from the heat, let it cool down a little bit, then whisk in the quarter cup of heavy cream. And then we're going to let that cool for 15 minutes, and then we're going to pour that over top of the crust. So my kid says I need to look at something really quick.
Where do I add the sugar?
You can add it now. It's just the butter has to be all melted first, and then it'll boil.
It's boiling. Yeah.
No, it shouldn't. Where are you seeing that?
So I added pack brown sugar.
Yeah. So we added in a.
Cup.
Is that what that was? So my instructions. Yeah, it was so 2/3 a cup of packed brown sugar. We're gonna melt that completely in, let it boil up, and that'll turn into caramel, caramelize. And then we're gonna take that, dump it over top of the cookie dough or the cookies. So.
The crust.
Thank you. The cookie crust.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, she's so lovely. So lovely. How many of you out there are married? Constantly get, it's like my phone. She's my phone, my autocorrector. Nobody? Nobody has that issue?
No. Okay. It's supposed to boil.
Yeah, it's supposed to boil, but it has to incorporate. The butter is boiling right now, but we want the brown
Do
sugar.
you want to whisk it? Or just stir it?
No, I'm just staring at it. You can read that, but
Cook over medium heat, whisking constantly until mixture begins to boil. Whisk
I
constantly.
don't have whisk now.
This is better. Until it begins to boil, then what? Remove from the heat.
Yes, remove from heat, but I'd let it go a little
Boiling
longer.
yet?
Give it 10 more seconds. Hey, thanks for the raid, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the raid. It's good to see you, Mama. I haven't seen you in a long time. It's been 2 weeks. That's a long time. It's good to see you. Tonight we're making a Marscarpone cream cheese cake, basically all chocolate. Everybody loves chocolate. And then,
And it's boiling.
all right, so take it off.
Remove from heat.
Yep, take it off.
Okay.
We're gonna let this cool down.
Does it say cool down?
Yeah, we have to let it cool a little bit before we do the cream. So, yeah. I need to grab it. Where's the small? There it is. All right, so you can set that over here, and I'll move this. We want to get the cream in there.
Okay.
Go ahead. I just needs a quarter cup of cream in there. All right, so here we are. So we're gonna keep stirring this. You can see here, beautiful, beautiful.
Where's the cream? Quarter cup?
Yep, right there. Whisk in a quarter cup of cream until blended. All right, so now we're gonna take this, blend it up.
No?
Yep, go ahead. All right, so we're gonna just blend this all in. All right.
Keep mixing.
I am.
Cold caramel for 15 minutes. So leave
Yep.
that.
So we're gonna just let this cool. Then we're gonna start the next part of it. Ooh. Oh my God, that smells amazing. Like I said, there's a lot of little parts to this, but it's nothing too major.
So
How was the week, Mama? So it's here and then here. Okay, so now we're going to let this cool. That should be incorporated enough. All right. So basically all the brown sugar and the butter is melted together. Got the whipped cream in there to thicken it up a little bit. So we're going to leave this here.
Let it cool for 15 minutes. Just leave it here.
No, I'm going to set it here because we got to do the next part. All right. So the next part of this is we're going to melt butter and the chocolate chips. Now we're going to actually make the,
Half cup cream.
I think it's almost like a ganache. But basically we're just going to melt the chips. So I kind of went all out. I love Ghirardelli. Oh, it's so good. So we're going to take this, dump it into a pan.
Which one? This one?
Oh, if you want to wash it out really quick. Time for... Mine was very long, and unfortunately it's not over with. I have to work all weekend, but hey, I got streaming tonight. We're going to stream tomorrow. Trying to figure out what we're going to cook tomorrow. I'm thinking about something, you know, a little... something with the fryer, because we just purchased some new hex-clad pans that should be in tonight. I'm pretty excited to use these. I know my wife she's been wanting them, and they're just, you know, indestructible, lifetime warranty. They're just beautiful pans. I wish I could get a sponsor. There you go, hex-clad. Give me a sponsor out there.
Yeah. Time for testing, testing.
All right, so we're going to take this. We're going to dump the whipped cream. And
Half cup cream.
so that's a half a cup of cream. And then a bag of chips. This is, I think, you know, 12 ounces. So we're just going to dump that in there like this. Hello, Betty Childs. How are you? How's your evening going? All right, so basically once this is done, we're going to throw it in. We're going to melt it down in the microwave for a little bit. Excuse me a moment. All right. Pull this back. It's out of the way.
There. Make sure it's covered this time.
Yes, make sure it's covered. So,
How long? 30 seconds?
Yep, 30 second. Well, 30-second intervals. So throw it in, let it go, take it back out. We'll see. Basically, we're just going to see if it melts down. How you doing, Blurred Sauce? How's your evening? So it's my wife and I. We're just cooking up some...
Experiment.
Yeah. There really wasn't you know, when I looked on the web for this, I was looking, because I have all this Marscarpone cheese from when we did tiramisu a couple weeks ago, and you know, I didn't want it to go to waste, and I saw this kind of like cheesecake Marscarpone, and at Blurred Sauce, remember the address. Okay, I'll do that. So, you know, we wanted to try this, and then you know, my kid loves, my oldest son just loves Stroganoff. Pardon me. But I didn't want to do Stroganoff. It's kind of heavy. I mean, it's good. But since we're going to do this dessert, I'd throw that back in for another 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm just stirring.
So if you want to see, so basically she just, here, come over here and show them. So basically, she,
Go back in.
I guess she's not going to show you. She took it out after 30 seconds and she stirred it all up. Road Killer, buddy, how's it going? What's up?
What's that?
Yes, I am going to freeze the rest, but the problem that I have is there's a lot of shit in my freezer. So, and I tend to, when I freeze it, I forget about it. So...
What do you mean? You have extra freezer.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, come here. You got to see that face when she says that, Jimmy. The extra freezer.
How can you forget your extra freezer in the garage?
Oh, yes.
Here, you want to stir this? Stir.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm all over it. All right. So we're just going to stir this in. I'm going to do it nice and easy. I don't want to make a mess and get yelled at.
Yeah, because you're not wearing your...
My apron. So we got a couple more minutes, and then we're going to take the pan out with the cookie crust. And
30 minutes.
no, that's 15 minutes. This is 30 minutes once we put it in.
One more time?
No, it's fine.
It's done now?
Yeah, it's done. So you see how it's all melted, incorporated in there. So now we're going to take this. I think we're going to have to mix up some whipped cream, right?
Yeah, we have to whisk it with mascarpone.
Oh, with the mascarpone, okay.
Yeah. Two of these?
Yeah. It says 8 ounces a piece. It's a little bit more, but whatever. It's not going to kill us.
You have to whisk it.
All right, so now we're going to be dumping in 2 containers of mascarpone cheese. We're just going to kind of dump it in here. Hopefully it's still warm enough to where it'll whisk in. So, get that Mousse out of the way. I'll start breaking this down. If you want to open that other one up.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of a sweet. I've never had it before. Trust me, it's a sweeter cheese compared to what most of them are.
It says semi-sweet.
Right, but I'll get you some goat cheese and we'll see what you think of that. Is it still buffering for you, Mama? Because everything looks pretty good on my end. I don't see. Let's see if I see any issues on my end. No, looks good. All right.
Here. Do you want the other one now?
Yeah, you can dump it in and then I'll start whisking if you want to give me that whisk.
This go?
Yep, all of it. That's good. Okay, so you can see how thick this is going to be. So basically I'm going to kind of stir this up first and then we're going to whisk it together.
You want the beater or this?
I think if we use the beater, it's going to get really messy.
Just break them apart.
We're good now? All right, thank you. Appreciate that. I'm not sure what happened. Technical difficulties.
You got them all breaking up? Here, use these.
All right.
So,
Definitely getting my workout.
beat 3/4 cup cream in another large bowl. So you have to use the beater in another bowl.
All right, so now we're going to whisk this up. There we go. Well, you know.
So you have to do that until it's smooth.
I have issues when I watch streamers on my PC. Oh, what? You have issues with buffering?
I think we can use these now.
I mean, so if you're having issues with buffering, where it's doing that, I mean, are you running on Wi-Fi or? I don't think I need that, Hannah. It's pretty mixing up pretty good.
You have to beat another 3/4 cup cream in a large bowl
Oh, okay.
to add the sugar.
Oh my God, this looks so good. All right, so you can see that's pretty well mixed in. Just gonna give it a couple more. Whew.
You want to use the beater?
No, I'm good. All right, as you can see, it's thick, it's creamy, very good. So you used all the other cream?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. All right, so Now we're going to whip up some homemade whipped cream. Once we get done with that, then we're going to fold that in. And I can't say that enough. Fold it in.
Are you going to put that
In a little bit. It hasn't been 15 minutes yet. Got a lot of stuff going on here at the moment. Someone's having issues.
You need 3/4 cup cream.
3/4 cup of cream. All right.
Since in a large bowl.
I think everybody knows buffering browser is not anything but Twitch. So yeah, if you're running on Wi-Fi, that's probably one of your biggest problems. So the only thing I could suggest with Wi-Fi is go in and drop your quality rate. I'm not sure what your quality rate is when you're watching on Twitch. The other thing you can do is download the
We need 1/4 cup.
Twitch app. You're probably going to get better response off the Twitch app than the PC, the browser. All right, so basically all we're doing now is just whipping up homemade whipped cream. So it's pretty easy. It's just sugar, whipped cream. Now, personally myself, I like to add a little bit of vanilla always when I make homemade whipped cream. Not a lot, just I'd say about a teaspoon, maybe a little bit more. It just gives it a good flavor. So once that's ready, I need to get this going here. All right, so we're just going to basically stir this all up and get her going. Not hard, just incorporate it all. You know, it'll thicken up pretty good. You want to go until it gets, some really nice peaks, and you'll know. It'll start to, you'll feel it with the beater. The blender. It'll start to, stiffen up. Don't go too long. You'll turn it all into butter. So. Personally, I don't know how anybody could make it into butter. You can actually see it when it does it. So once this is done, we're going to pull out the cookie crust. We're going to cover that with the caramel. We'll show you that. And then we're going to put that back in the freezer with this for 30 minutes and freeze them up. Alright, you see it starting to thicken up. I know this is exhilarating content. Things you don't want to do before. I mean, I could have done the whipped cream before, but it doesn't take but a couple of minutes. Pretty simple. So you want to get it till it's nice. Like I said, you'll see it when I pull it out. It'll peak up. When you fold it in ever so gently. Alright, so this is almost to that point. I'm going to have you just scoop that a little bit for me. Just blend it up for me. This. From the edges. Thanks.
That's good.
It's almost ready. pull it out, you can see how it peaks up. Alright, sorry about the noise.
You have to use that again and beat
Yeah.
the other.
Yep, when we do that's the top though, and then you're going to use your nice decorator and do that. Let me pull this out, that's been 15 minutes. So as you can see here, we pulled out the
Crust.
cookie crumbs, the crust, and then you just so you see how gently she's folding that in, nice and easy, you know, slower.
You wanna do it?
Well, you're gonna do
That goes. The caramel that needs to freeze 30 minutes. Before
right.
you can-
Dump it on. This needs to freeze too for 30 minutes, so we'll put both these in. So basically, she's.
So this is the brown sugar
Yep.
caramel mixture.
So you don't want to whip the, just whip this around. What'll happen is it'll break down. You want it, so it stays fluffy. That's what you're doing. So it airs. You're putting air in there. So
that's caramelized. It's gonna freeze for 30 minutes.
yep. And then this is gonna freeze for 30 minutes too, right? This goes in for, or is it just cold?
That's gonna freeze. Once we put that up here, it's gonna freeze another 30.
So this goes in the fridge.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now you're on your iPad. All right. You got that. Hand me that. All right, so once we get this,
6:45.
that's good. All right, so I'm going to set this off to the side. We're going to be doing this again. I'm going to put this in the fridge just so it cools off a little bit.
Now we can start on your stroganoff.
Yep. All right. So now we're going to do a chicken stroganoff. Let me switch this over so you can see us. Oh, no. Hey, we have to choose it out. We have our stuff here. Come on. What are you looking for?
Where'd you put your mushroom?
They're in the back. I'll get them.
Do you need that?
No.
Okay.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
She needs to get her butt in here. All right. Mine. Don't want mine to spill out, so
Really?
yeah.
How did it spell?
Hey, I don't make the rules. I just follow them.
Some onions.
All right. So anybody have any questions on any of that? What we did? So basically we, Oreo cookies, butter, made the crust, instead of a graham cracker. You can use that whatever you want. And then did brown sugar, butter, caramelize that, put that over the top so that'll give it a nice crunch at the bottom. Then we did chocolate, whipped cream, chocolate chips, semi-sweet chocolate chips.
Melted.
So, cheers. That's right. Cheers.
And some onion.
Okay, so what we're in the process of doing now is making chicken stroganoff. And instead of noodles, we usually make our own homemade noodles. Instead of homemade noodles, we're going to do just have it over rice. But we have portobello mushrooms, baby portobello mushrooms that we're going to chop up, nice and fine. Onions, garlic. We're going to fry that up. Once that gets sauteed up, we're going to do the chicken first. Once the chicken gets cooked, we're going to pull that chicken out, make sure the drippings stay in there. Then we're going to throw in the mushrooms, throw in the onions, the garlic, some wine. Let that go, boil up, put some heavy cream in there, and then at the very end we'll throw in the sour cream. So it's not any different at all from what you do with the beef. It's just, it'll be lighter. Chicken's not as heavy. We're gonna throw a lot of flavor into the chicken. We're gonna do 2 big breasts. Who doesn't like 2 big breasts? We're gonna cut them in half. Instead of making them double D's, they're gonna be just D's. and then like I said, once we're done there, I'll take this off. Where's the big pan? All right.
Chop green onion. Thanks. So you need garlic too?
Yes. Yes, we need garlic too. All right.
So chop the onion.
So you can see she just I could do this, but she just does it so much better than me and makes it look effortless. Just
Make it look what? Effortless.
yes.
Are you heating up the pan?
Was I supposed to?
Yes. How is this gonna get cooked?
Magic. You want to use olive oil or you want to use butter?
It's up to you. What did you say? Olive oil?
Well, the butter's going to give it more flavor.
And then why did you ask me then?
I value your opinion.
Okay. So, chop onion, 1 whole onion, large onion chopped. Your minced garlic is here already. You have to season your chicken.
That's why I just pulled it out.
Cut in half.
So, we got our 2 big breasts here. Open these up. Or are you going to prep that right now?
You want me to cut that?
Yeah, you want me to get the other... I want to wash them up first. There you go. So, like I said, 2 big breasts.
Just cut it in half and then
Yep.
chop it.
I mean, we could chop it if we wanted. If you want to have it chopped, like the size of these.
What does it say? Just chop it in half?
Yeah, just cut it in half. So basically what we're going to do with these, wash them up, trim off the fat, cut them in half, season them up, throw them on. They take about 5 minutes aside.
Wait, hon, I need that
You need what?
to put this.
Oh, the fat, okay. Sorry. So anybody have any big plans for the weekend? I get to spend it inside working. Woo! Yeah. Although it's supposed to be crappy here anyway. So. It's supposed to rain. Be shitty. Don't get banned. Don't get banned? Why would I get banned?
Who said that? Andrew?
No.
Yeah. So cut it in how?
Just cut it in half.
Like this?
Like, yep. Basically like that.
I
So
need
I
the
would
big
start from
knife.
the other end.
I need the big knife.
Which knife do you want?
The one with
This one? Or the red one?
purple.
I would go the other way.
I like this one. Cut it in half, you said?
Yep.
There's more fat in there. Like that.
Thanks a lot, Mama. You have a great weekend. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. I'm not really sure what we're going to be cooking tomorrow, but
See ya, Mama.
hopefully we'll see you. You have a great weekend. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, so as you can see here, cut them in half. We're going to season them up now. Basically a little paprika, garlic, salt and pepper, whatever you want. Onion powder, garlic powder. Anything to give them a good flavor. Yummy. All right, once we get that, I'm going to do a little salt and pepper. Do you want to put olive oil in there?
Where's the olive oil supposed to be? I have olive oil in there. In the pan?
Yeah. I can do it. So just give them a good coating, nothing major. Can't really screw it up. I mean, you can put too much on, but
2 tablespoons.
yeah.
Good enough.
That's a little more. Okay. You say so.
It's ready.
All right, so let me flip these over. Get the other sides. Sorry, I don't want to touch the breast on camera. Might get me banned. All right, so again, just season her up.
Did you tell him what seasoning you're using?
Yep, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, salt and pepper. Nothing too major. Pretty self-explanatory. Basically, to me, it's Lawry's seasoning salt. So that's pretty much all Lawry's is. So. But when we're done here, it doesn't really matter. The sauce that we're gonna do is gonna permeate the meat, and it's gonna, definitely. So let me switch this over to the stove.
You need help?
Nope, I got it. All right. In there, cover that up. Sorry if I'm covering it up on you, but don't want to make a big mess. Clean this off a little bit. And you definitely want to make sure you wipe down your countertop, especially after any kind of raw meat, especially chicken, pork. Beef isn't as bad, but still, get it in there, wipe it down. Just be safe. We're gonna let that cook.
Yeah, what else did you be chopped? That's it?
That should be it. That should be it.
So you have mushroom and onion.
Yep.
That's a lot of mushroom. You have parsley in there and chives
No, just garlic.
right there.
Garlic. Oh, okay.
Right?
Oh, that's just that's a garnish.
Oh, you
It's
don't
just a garnish.
Okay, what else?
We gotta fry up the chicken. So what time was that? Was it 6:10? You said that we put
Yeah.
that in.
So by 6:45, you can put the chocolate in there and
Okay.
then freeze it in for another 30 minutes.
So if you can't hear her, I know she's quiet. So basically, what's gonna happen is. No, you're not.
You have to beat again, cover on top.
I want to touch the honey.
All right. Yes, ma'am. So about 5 minutes aside, 6 minutes aside, depending on what the size of the chicken is. What's going to happen is once we get the sauce in there with the heavy cream and the mushrooms and all that, it's going to cook a little bit more, but you want to definitely make sure your chicken is done. So, do you know that to use different knives for each? No. Depending on the size of the meat, that's basically the size of the knife. She kind of has her favorite knife, which is this little green one here. You know, oops. So she likes that one. It's kind of a a medium-sized nice knife. I have a whole bunch of different knives here that, depending on what we're doing, like this one I like to use for, some big chopping. It's me personally, I don't think she's ever used it. And then this one here for any kind of like filleting or, it's not a fillet blade, it's not going to bend, but it's a nice knife. And then the other thing is, I have a nice set of German one that I've had forever. Love it. And then I also have some stuff that for Christmas I got that's down there, some cleavers. Haven't really been able to use those yet, but plan on it. So, I'll cover this stuff up. Let's see how this chicken's doing. All right. Looks good. Smells delicious. You want that on about a medium heat, that's going to kind of heat up, pretty generously. Basically what we're going to have: minced garlic for the sauce, some Dijon mustard, some more salt and pepper, wine. It's going to be a white wine. Take that out now. So the guy said, I'm not a white wine connoisseur. I'm more of a red wine, especially a Pinot. So I got a nice Pinot Grigio. I didn't want to get a Chardonnay. It's kind of too dry, even though I know when you cook it, it'll cook it off. But so I got this crisp curve. So we'll see how that tastes. Me personally, I don't like a wine that you're going to cook with that you don't drink. I think Julia Child said that. So, oh, that's a cheers, hon. Come on over and have a cheers with me. Everyone's asking for you over here. You can't hear the chat. They're all like, Razy, Razy. All right. So, I kind of need a filler. I need a filler of about 10 minutes. So, you need to come over here and tell some jokes. Come on. You want to? Oh, you have to see the joke that Jimmy sent me. I'll view it to see if I can say it on stream. Let's see. Apologize. Trying to find this joke that I'll probably get banned for, but hey. Yeah, I would definitely get banned for this. But yeah, it's pretty funny. It's a Biden joke. I know I don't want to bring political thing into this, but it's funny as hell. So thanks for the joke, man. I appreciate it. So anyway, like I said, you want to have a wine that you're going to drink, that if you're going to cook with it, just from a flavor aspect. There's a big difference, trust me. So chat, what would you guys like me to cook tomorrow? So I'm thinking possible steak, maybe some sort of, that or a roast. I have a nice sirloin roast in there as well. Probably not. Probably not what? Probably not tell the joke? Have you guys been playing COD lately? I haven't seen you guys on. I'm going to try to play tonight if I can. Alright, so. Oh yeah, this is cooking up good. Definitely want to make sure it's cooked through though. Sorry. If you've ever gotten any kind of food poisoning from chickens, you definitely want to make sure that it's cooked up. So, me personally, I've had that happen, and it is not fun. So, all right. Sorry, I was just turning the light on. Get a little bit more in there. Music. I agree. Actually, we could do a. No, been working late. Yeah, I feel you, man. Been working late too. But yeah, we could do a. We could do a Jack Daniel's theme tomorrow. Let me know if you guys have time tomorrow if you want to do that. Otherwise, we could. Next weekend being a holiday weekend, I plan on doing hopefully something special. I reached out to a couple of charity organizations that kind of mean a lot to me, that hopefully they'll reach back to me in the next week and I can set those streams up. But yeah, it's things are going good. Just busy. It's just been really busy, and it's been getting hot here. Been getting warm. I think yesterday was 84, and my ginger ass does not do well out in the sun. Not at all. So I'm going to break my own rule here. And I'm going to flip my meat twice. Oh yeah, this is almost done. This is almost done. Alright. So, once that's all done, cooked up, what's that? Well, you have to have a drink though. Yeah, you have to come over and have a drink with me if you're going to tell a joke. I'm unsure of where her wine is going. It looks like it's filling up instead of going down. She should have a good, right? She should have a good sip, a good slug. All right, so she's got some jokes she wants to spin off on you. Here we go. Ta-da! Go for it.
What did the bacon say to the tomato? Let us get together. I didn't like that.
It was kind of corny. Get it? Food joke.
What did the French chef give his wife for Valentine's Day? A French chef.
What did the French chef give his wife
A
for
hug
Valentine's?
and a kiss.
There you go. Cooking and a show.
What was the epileptic chef's house specialty?
I'm not sure you can really say that joke here.
Seashore salad.
Oh God. That's. Please don't ban me.
It's seashore salad.
Stop. They're laughing at me.
Bacon him.
All right, so I think the chicken is done. You wanna pull that chicken off and stick it on a plate? There you go.
It's done.
It should be. And we're almost ready for the next part.
That's perfect.
All right, so now we're gonna pull that off, and then we're gonna start cooking. I'm gonna throw some butter in the pan, saute the onions until they're transparent. Add the garlic, saute them up until they're fragrant. Add the mushrooms in, cook them down until they're golden.
Okay, what? Garlic?
No, butter. Where's the? How much butter does it say to use? 2 tablespoons. So just you got. Here, just bring it over here. Throw it in. A little more. So now we're gonna do the onions. You got a wooden spoon for me there, por favor? That fondue? No, it's not fondue. We're doing chicken stroganoff. So you want to do the onions first? Want to get these till they're translucent? That goes in after those are translucent. So. Oh, I get it. Sorry.
What?
I need to get a bigger screen because my chat window is over here and it's small. So, sorry about that.
I got one more. This is a good one.
Oh, okay. Go for it. It's all yours. You got to look at the camera though.
What are the chefs always trying to win?
I don't know. What are they? Always trying to win.
The Hunger Games.
Oh God. Oh God. So wrong. So wrong. Okay, so we want to put the garlic in there too.
How much garlic?
We want to do 3 cloves of garlic, so pretty good amount of garlic. So that's like 3 tablespoons.
No.
I don't know.
That's 3 cloves, huh?
I don't think so. And then I need the read that because I need the next thing too. The mushrooms. I think the mushrooms go in now too.
Then add mushrooms and cook until golden in about 4 minutes.
Alright, so now we're going to mix these all up. Get them all incorporated in there. then let them reduce down, nice and golden brown.
Scrape any brown bits from the bottom of the skillet. Add in the mustard and paprika, mixing well to coat the mushrooms.
But that's after these reduce down. Alright, so spread these out a little bit. Let them go. Go for it. You got a kitchen joke. Go for it.
Let's hear the kitchen joke.
It's a bit fresh. I'm not sure if that was the joke. If it was, I'm sorry, I don't get it. I tell this in any new kitchen I work in. Hang on. Roger that.
We have to cover this, honey.
No. You can if you like. But you should just reduce down. You can cover's right there if you get it. Right there.
Okay, what's the joke?
What's the difference between chickpea and garbanzo bean? I don't know. What is the difference? If it's a good joke, we'll drink.
A chickpea is a female and a garbanzo bean is a male bee.
Okay. Okay. It wouldn't let the garbanzo bean.
You get it?
No. Sorry. I don't get I don't get
Because
it.
it's a male bee, maybe.
I
She
think
prefer the chickpea better.
I agree. I haven't drank enough yet. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're the same bee.
See, that's why I have. She loves to sit off camera and just laugh at me and point out, kick me in the butt. All right, so we're gonna let this. You got any more? Go for it. A little chef. Yeah. She's been trying to do the food jokes as well. So hey, I'm all for it. I love the chat being interactive. So tell any joke you want. So we're gonna get that down to where the mushrooms are nice and golden brown. I'm gonna take that off in a minute. Probably heat it up a little bit. You're done with those, right?
What?
The trash there?
Lemon?
The trash.
Yeah.
You basically want to get these down nice and soft, kind of golden brown. Not yet. We're not adding the cream yet. We're going to let that go. Then we're going to put the wine in, let that reduce down for about 3 minutes, stirring a little bit. Then add flour, cook, stir that down, and then Worcestershire sauce, mix that in.
Hey,
Yes, ma'am.
why did the chefs stop cooking?
You can add the mustard and paprika. Yes. But we need to add the mustard and paprika, or it's gonna get messed up. So we need to add.
A teaspoon dish.
2 teaspoons of mustard and 1 teaspoon of paprika.
One teaspoon.
Yeah. So mix this up a little bit. So I'm reading here, and we're not doing any kind of cream. Sour cream's just going to go in at the end.
There's
So for the
no
chicken, all right. So
There's no cornstarch.
flour.
Flour. That's your thickening agent.
Yes.
You didn't answer my question.
I'm sorry.
Why did the chef stop cooking?
Yeah. I don't know why did the chef stop it?
Because he ran out of time.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. You heard it. You heard it first. Okay, so
Okay.
all right, so the wine we want to put.
Chicken stuff. Are you gonna?
No, we're gonna put wine. Half a cup of dry wine. So, like I said, we're gonna use this wine right here. Gotta rinse out our measuring cup real quick. That's not bad. She hates when I cook with alcohol. She doesn't realize that when it reduces down, all the alcohol goes away.
I don't hate it.
She hates it. All right. So we're gonna let that cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. Let it kind of reduce down. It'll cook off the alcohol.
This is not the one you did fire?
No fire here.
Maybe we need to use something.
Basically, we're just deglazing the pan. We're gonna let it reduce down. Stir it through. After this, we're gonna add the flour, cook, stir it for about a minute. Then we're gonna add chicken broth, Worcestershire sauce, incorporate it all up, and then stir in the chicken and the sour cream. That's pretty much it. So this goes for about 3 minutes. We can. That should give us more than enough time to take this out.
Oh, you have to add that.
All right. Did you turn that down?
Yeah.
Turn it down low. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add this. So I'm going to switch this over. I agree. I try to reduce myself with alcohol as well. So basically what we're going to do here is you can see this is kind of, it's just a little bit sticky, but it's not bad. She's just going to fold it a couple more times. We're going to put it in there, and then we're going to freeze it for another 30 minutes. So ever so gently, just, dollop it in. I'm sure I said that wrong, but who gives a shit?
Just dump the whole thing.
That's right.
I'm gentle.
Yeah, she's gentle. See this? Yeah, that's what happens when I don't listen. I get beat.
Yep. He deserves it. They're not gonna get sympathy.
So It's not too sweet.
So it's almost like mousse.
It is a mousse.
Oh,
So
mousse without a horn.
oh yeah, here we go. So we're just gonna level this out, and then we're gonna put it back in the freezer, let it set for another 30 minutes. So that should give us more than it should give us more than enough time to finish off what we're doing here. All right, so let's put the good. All right. So now this goes back in the freezer for 30 minutes. And then after that's done, she was, yes. Oh yeah, trust me. Yeah, the alcohol. All right, so now we're gonna do the flour in there.
Alcohol.
We gotta do 2 cups of chicken broth. Do you have that?
Chicken broth?
Yeah. Yeah, this is right.
Okay. How much?
So, hold on, let me read that.
2 cups. Really? It needs 2 cups?
Yeah, because it's going to reduce down. And then we need to do flour. So, we need to do flour in there first. A tablespoon of flour. Or you can just put that in. I need flour, a tablespoon. So she's gotten all this new flour. Yes, I was in the Navy. I was in from 89 to 95. I served in the Gulf War. Yep, that was me.
Where do
So-
you want the flour?
It goes right in there with it. That's actually what I was talking about earlier is we're looking at doing some charity streams for DAV, which is Disabled American Vets, and possibly another organization. I'm waiting to hear back from them. So once that's all done, I'll let you guys know when we're going to do that stream. So that's a teaspoon, right?
You said tablespoon.
No. Well, hold on.
2 tablespoons.
1 tablespoon of flour. I did. Sorry.
1 tablespoon.
I'm glad she's listening. I was
Okay.
born in 81. Oh, you're not that much older than me. All right, so let me switch this over and show you what's going on. So she put in 2 cups of 2 cups of chicken broth.
So
So
add the cups still here.
right here. So we're gonna add that in right now. Basically, we're gonna stir this up.
That's all it needs to thicken up is 1 tablespoon.
Yeah, that's what it said. I'm just going off of the recipe.
That's a lot of stuff.
So it says it's going to take, yeah. So you want to make sure you break down that flour. Nice. Nice. Yeah, good old Gulf. Yeah. Yeah. The war that lasted, what, 2 days? A week? Oh, yeah. So we're going to let this thicken up. Once that's thickened up, once it thickens up, we're going to reduce the heat down. Yeah. Then we're going to stir in a little bit of sour cream. It'll melt down. So we're going to go another 3 or 4 minutes in there. Then we're going to return the chicken in, let the chicken cook for about 2 to 4 minutes. And it's time to eat. And we're going to heat up our rice. Bush. Yep. Good old Bush. So we're going to wait till this thickens up. Let me see. All right, so again, I have a YouTube channel. I'll be putting this out on my YouTube channel, and if you guys want the recipe, I can do that. I also have a Discord that I'm getting ready to develop out. And it's just, I got a day job as well, and unfortunately the day job's been very demanding lately, so, but I'm sure everybody understands that. That's why it's Friday.
Oh, I'm not supposed to cover this? Or?
No, it should thicken up. We'll make sure all the flour gets... Sure why it's not thickening up. Give it a little bit of time. It'll thicken up. Just takes a little time. Alright. So, we're going to let that thicken up. While we're waiting for that, a lot of dead air. Of course, now my jokester's gone again.
Hey, what day?
You need to come over here.
What day?
You need to come over here. Come on. They're asking for you.
Who's that?
What's your joke?
What day the eggs hate the most?
What day do eggs hate the most? I don't know. What day do eggs hate the most?
The Friday.
Sorry, she's taken. Yeah, no. Oh, God. Oh, God, man. Yeah, we try not to do political discussions in here, but it's hard when you're... Yep. Oh, he's talking about Ross Perot and how Al Gore failed the spelling bee and... Yep. All right, so it's starting to thicken up here. Starting to boil. Give her a couple good stirrs. Yeah. Nothing ever goes the way it should on stream. Don't you love that? No, you're all good. You're all good. It's just, you know, the funny thing, and I'll just say this and leave it at that. We used to be able to say pretty much anything we wanted politically. We didn't really have social media back then, but people talked. Unfortunately now, you know, everybody gets butthurt about everything. So that's why, to me, it doesn't pay to bring something up. You know, you get enough alcohol in me, sure, you're going to hear what I have to say, but it's just, I wish people would just go back to, hey, go over to your neighbors, have a couple of beers, come back home. Everybody disagrees, doesn't matter. The beer's cold tomorrow. Life goes on. So that's all I can say. Life goes on. Yeah, I don't think they want to hear me sing. I definitely do not think they want to hear me sing. Alright, so this is starting to reduce down. I can see it. No.
You don't want to be the singing chef.
No, I definitely do not want to be the singing chef.
I think that might be.
I'll tell you what, maybe that's something when we when we do our yeah. But yeah, when we do our charity stream, maybe that's something we can do is, you know, karaoke for an hour or two. There is a damn black gnat in here that I see it every once in a while, and it needs to die. You have to come over here. I can't hear you. I'm sorry. No, the fan. Sure.
Did you hear
You gotta
about?
go to this part of the camera.
Did you hear about that?
Here you go. She's right here. There you go. No, it's over here.
Well, where? Hi. Did you hear about the fight in the kitchen?
No.
The fish got battered. Move it like that one.
Should have reduced way more than that.
Maybe we need to add more flour.
No. I know the sour cream will do it. I mean, worst case, we could just add in a little bit of heavy cream.
Did you taste it?
Uh,
The dessert looks good.
It does. Don't leave it.
I want it.
I know. Just leave it. Let it set. All right. So let's give this a taste. I gotta chase her away. All right. It definitely needs. Where's the Worcestershire? We're supposed to put that in. It needs Worcestershire. Definitely needs Worcestershire. So, how much Worcestershire we gotta put in? 1 tablespoon. You know, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna taste this in a bit, and then I'm gonna say fuck it and just season it myself. I know. Hey, it's an 18 or older stream. Where's the? What'd you do with that tablespoon?
And did you know the last time Chuck Norris cooked dinner?
No.
Jesus and the disciples had reservations. Chuck Norris.
Really, you're gonna get into the Chuck George jokes now?
Did you taste?
Yeah, it's
What's this?
quite a bit of stuff, but I want to wait till the sour cream goes in. So this is starting to thicken up.
You got your salt pepper here. Eat this anymore. It's starting to look yummy.
Yeah. It just needs to thicken up a little bit. It's definitely. It's recording now. It's recording over here. Right here. So I can upload it to YouTube. Alright, so we're gonna let this reduce down. It is, you know, it's looking good, but it's just it's missing it's missing that sour cream. You know, they're saying the half a cup of sour cream. I hope that's going to be enough. If not, like I said,
Hey, I got your sous chef, Joel.
shusha, okay.
What's your sous chef's favorite song? Music.
Song or music?
Music.
I don't know.
Dice, dice, baby.
Oh God. Okay, Okay, so we can put this in. So it needs a half a cup. Well, that's where we're at. We're at that point. Yeah. No, we added the flour. It's reducing down. We added the Worcestershire. We mixed it in. It's cooking. It says 2 to 4 minutes. Obviously, you need a lot more than that. But this is definitely thickening up. We put that sour cream in. It will definitely be the sour cream is, we're ready to put the sour cream in, melt it down, and then put the chicken in for a couple of minutes. So I'm gonna just measure this out. I think I got about a half a cup here in this. All right, there we go. So, we're going to put this in, stir it up, melt it down, and throw the chicken in. All right, so we're going to reduce that heat down to low. This will definitely thicken it up. Stir it around. You can see it just melts down nice. And, oh, man. Just a dollop of love. So good. All right, so we're gonna let this melt down. We're gonna throw the chicken back in. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, you can see it's just melting down. We'll let this thicken up. Get all incorporated in there. Do it without making a mess. Return our chicken. Cover it up. Let it go for a little bit. Oh, there we go. There's the flavor. I have not. The only does ricotta. I don't think ricotta has that same, that I call it a twang that sour cream does. You gonna heat the rice up? What's that? Probably want to get it ready because this is only going to be another 10 minutes. Alright, so I'm just going to thicken this up. Turn that off. Alright, so I definitely want to give this a taste. So it has more than enough sour cream, but I definitely think it needs just a little bit more pepper. And just a pinch of salt. All right. so that's been going for a while. Now we're gonna nestle our chicken back in.
How much rice you like?
I don't know, enough. Alright, definitely want to incorporate that up, get it all around there, get them all covered up. Alright. Definitely making a mess. Alright, so you can see here we're just going to let this. Oh yeah, I definitely. I'm so probably in the next month, maybe month and a half, I'm gonna make my homemade lasagna that I learned how to make when I was in Italy, and it is. I mean, you guys will definitely have to come over for that. It takes a while to make.
I think we need to add parsley or thyme.
It's a garnish, if you want to. It's just a garnish.
You don't want it?
I don't really need it. So, like I said, we're not doing noodles. We're doing rice instead. You can do this over mashed potatoes. You can do it over rice. You can do it over couscous. You can do whatever you want. However, it really is up to you. So, it all depends on your flavor.
Sienna, can I taste? All I can taste is sour.
All right, so we're almost to the point that we love the most.
The taste test.
Yes. So we're gonna let that cook, a little while longer, and then eat. And then after we get done eating, then we're gonna do our dessert. So I would say to our neighbors in about 20 minutes, if the doorbell rings, you're more than welcome to come over and have some dessert. But I expect something with that dessert. All right.
There's your rice.
Thank you. All right. So we're going to switch this. There we go. And I'm going to plate. Can I get a spoon? Big spoon. Well, so I don't cook for my neighbors. We're all like a big family. We share pretty much, a lot of things. They help me out with things. I help them out. So they're my brothers. So my brothers and my sisters. So they're more than yeah. Come on over. Come on over. You're more than happy to come over. So give me yours. I'll put yours in. Right?
I'll dish myself up.
Oh, sorry.
The chicken is too big. to switch your camera?
I did. So here, as you can see. All right, so what I'm gonna do, here's the finished product. Smells delicious. I need to finish this off. Have a little bit of this white wine with it. All right.
You want that?
Yeah, that'd be great. So,
The moment the truth.
I agree. Hey, I appreciate all you guys hanging out with us this evening.
Yes. Thank you for.
Appreciate the conversation. Appreciate the jokes. Hope you guys had fun. I know we did. For us, you know, we just love doing this. I love cooking. So,
Bon appetit.
it's not bad.
It's creamy.
It is. You know, the rice definitely soaks up that flavor. So,
So, I'm sure you can use any other vegetable besides mushroom here. So if you like, I think the asparagus crunch would be good here.
I don't know how that would go with. Thank you very much. She was very hesitant to do this on stream, but I'll tell you, my wife is amazing. So
Thank you, Andy.
no, she's been amazing, amazing wife. Almost 30 years helping me out with all this stuff. So it is. It's very good.
You'd
you-
be lost without me.
I think I'd probably be dead. If you want to come over and try it, like I said,
Come on over.
we're going to give it another 10 minutes and then plate the dessert.
I gotta save room for dessert.
So it definitely has that sour cream twang, but it's missing something. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's the heavy cream. I mean, it's good. It's got a lot of flavor.
I think the twine is from the wine.
I knew that was going to happen.
Otherwise, it tastes like stroganoff.
It does. I think the other thing that I would have done, that you made a suggestion, and I think that was a good suggestion, and that was cut the chicken up to smaller pieces. I really think that would give it.
It penetrates more the flavor.
I agree. So, definitely something I'll try some other time. So tomorrow, we're not really sure what we're going to be cooking. All I know is this one here said I have to do a dessert, and she wanted cookies for her dessert. So I'm not sure what she meant by that. I have no idea. So she's going to make a dessert tomorrow. I have no idea what it's going to be.
The mascarpone, right?
Yes.
Maybe another no-bake mascarpone cheesecake. Because that's a mousse. That's not a cheesecake. The one you just made.
No.
Was that called a cheesecake?
I don't remember. I think it was just a mousse. Sorry, I've been so busy at work. I just grabbed a recipe off the internet when I was looking. I was like, oh, this has a shitload of chocolate. She'll like it.
I already like the cookies on its own. So.
Yeah, I agree. The Italian style is exactly that. Whole chicken breast. Don't cut it up. I love Italian food. I've been to Italy. Oh, I don't know.
Many times.
50 times.
What are you trying to catch?
There's that damn little bug. It just bugs the shit out of me.
How can you see you're blind?
I can see that. Smart ass. So,
You got another scratch in your cheek.
it's from you beating me.
Nope.
Yeah, I used to travel for work, and we'd go to this little villa that we'd stay in Italy, in this little town called Inzago. I mean, it's a hole in the wall. It's north of Milan, and the guy that owned it, Alessandro, and that was the name of the restaurante/hotel. Alessandro's Cafe Bistro. I don't remember what it was, but it was an old Italian farm converted into a
Villa restaurant.
villa. But the restaurant, the restaurant was, stupid hiccups. The restaurant was just, old barn floor. You'd walk in, quaint little tables. You'd walk out, and in the middle there was I don't know what you call that, in between the hotel and the
Courtyard.
restaurant. Well, yeah, courtyard. And that's one of the things we never got a chance to do was go to Tuscany. I definitely will be going to Tuscany. We were close to Tuscany, we just never took the chance. So anyway, so when we got there the first time, we stayed at this place. The guy didn't speak very good English. We hit it off right away. And the guy used to cook for Mel Brooks in New York. He had pictures of Mel Brooks all over the kitchen, all over the restaurant. And the guy in the morning he'd make, the typical Italian breakfast. It was croissants, coffee, espresso, cappuccino, and fresh fruit.
You know why they their food is so good? Because they serve it with love, I think.
Well, that and everything was fresh.
Yeah.
Everything he had was in his garden. He would pull all his herbs from his garden. He killed the chickens when we were there, and we had them for dinner.
They had their names, Oscar and Carlos.
Yep. His mom came down from the mountains. I'm trying to remember what's the mountain up there, the Dolomites, and she made us homemade lasagna and homemade pizza. It was just, and then the second time I came there, I brought him a present, and I guess in Italy that means a lot. So they invited us to a wedding. We sat at the head table.
A Packer cheese hat.
Yeah, I gave because I'm from Wisconsin.
Packer
I gave him a
hat.
fedora, a Packer fedora, and he ended up giving me a jacket and I don't know how many bottles of wine, but yeah, he taught me how to make limoncello, and then I told him I love to cook, and he thought I was joking. He told me if I ever open a restaurant that he will come over and cook my first meal. So I'm going to hold him to that. I still talk to him on Facebook every now and then. Just an amazing guy. Funny as hell. Love to drink. So.
But my favorite city in Italy that we've been to is Rome. I like Rome.
Yeah, the last time we were in Rome was, what, a year ago, 2 years ago? A year ago, a little over a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
We went there for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. That's where you learn your pasta, homemade pasta, ravioli.
Yep.
tiramisu.
And the tiramisu. So, I know what you're waiting for. I can see you. You're.
Well, you have to whip the whipped cream.
Well, you need your thing. Do you have it? So, Jimmy, James, you guys gonna come over? Have some dessert? Oh God, yes. And he had 3 different kinds of limoncello. He did the typical limoncello, with the grain alcohol or vodka. And then he did 2 different kinds of cream. He did a cream with just cream and lemon, and then he did a cream with orange. It was so good. I mean, him and I would put down half a bottle every night when I was over there, but it was amazing.
I'm ready. I got my tool.
Oh, you ready? Yeah, I've been lucky. I worked really hard. This company I was at, but I was lucky that I got to see. Unfortunately, and fortunately, I've been to India 5 times. I'm not a curry fan, but the places I was at in India were one of the places I was at was Calcutta. So,
And you lost 27
well, hey,
pounds.
bring your ass over here and have some dessert.
They can have that if they want. Did they eat dinner?
No, he said that James is out or Jimmy's out. Bring your ass over here, man. Plus, I don't know if Libby's watching, but you guys can come over and have a piece of dessert too. So not that I'm trying to self-promote, but I am trying to get going at this. So if you like what you're seeing, hit that follow button, show some love, and hit that subscribe. But it is what it is. If you want to do that, I appreciate it. If not, don't worry about it. Well, I see N Slice. I see you did follow. I apologize. I missed that. It must have been when I was at the stove. So, all right. So it looks like we got a guest coming over. All right. So I'm sure you guys don't want to see me eat. So I'm going to push this off. I'm going to whip up my cream. Yes, I do know what those are. Outside your window now? Wow. Wow, nice. Wow, yeah.
Why is the chef so mean?
Why is the chef so mean?
He eats the eggs and whips the cream.
Oh, God. Okay. So, it's been 30 minutes. We're going to start.
Is everyone waiting for dessert too?
Yes. Oh, earlier. Yeah, unfortunately, earlier this afternoon, all I was doing was staring at 3 computer screens,
So,
sitting in meetings.
cups cold, heavy whipping cream. Divided. We used half.
No, we don't need all that. It should be.
We used 3 3/4.
Yeah, how much is left? Yeah, but then you have here.
Oh, another 3/4.
So this,
That's
that's a
1
cup,
cup.
1.5 cups. So you need,
2
you need,
cups. 2 cups.
no, yeah, 2 cups.
I
All right.
think I know my math.
All right, so we're gonna mix up the last of the whipped cream, and my sous chef gets to go to town on the decoration. Trust me, she's got this nice cake thing. I don't know what it is, but
What's your sous chef's
okay.
favorite song?
Did you know?
Yes,
Did you remember?
it's Dice Dice Baby.
Dice, dice.
What are you looking for?
Cup. Measuring cup.
Here.
You need 2 cups. You need 2. And then this is enough.
No, this should be enough.
And what do you need? Do you need vanilla?
I do.
And remaining sugar. So how much sugar?
Well, however sweet you want to have.
We have 3/4 cup divided. We use,
Yeah, but I've made so much.
so we need 1/2 cup of
I need the knife.
So 2 cups of heavy cream and 1/2 cup of powdered sugar.
Look away. Nothing to see here. Just trying to.
You having trouble?
I am.
You want to use the knife?
Nope, I got it. When in doubt, use your mouth.
Alrighty then. Here's your 1/2 cup.
And vanilla. You still have vanilla?
Should be over there. It is. It's right there.
Okay, there you go.
Heat it up, baby.
All right. So that was 2 cups.
You put
Somebody
2
made a
cups of
huge
vanilla?
mess.
Who did?
I don't know. All right. So.
Time to make noises.
So I apologize for the noise. Once we whip this up, we're going to stick it in our decorator. We're going to pull out the concoction we made, the mousse concoction, decorate it up, show you how we did the chocolate shavings, and then we get to eat dessert. To me, there's nothing better than fresh whipped cream. It's just so light and fluffy. I mean, yeah, Cool Whip's good, but it's oil based, and it's so sweet. One of the things I learned living in Germany and the times that I spent there in Italy, it's not about how sweet it is. It's the mixture of everything else, the berries, the crust. It just depends. I've been lucky. I've been lucky in my life, so I love to cook. So I love to try different things. And even if it tastes like shit, I still want to try it because I want to know, well, why do you like it? And my wife's Filipino, and some of the stuff that she eats, I'm just like, I can't eat it. It's not my forte, but I'll try it. I've tried balut. I've tried the baby shrimp. I don't remember what it was called, but it's mango. I've tried, you know, I've tried aso. So if you want to look that up, you can look at what it is. I won't tell you what it is. You got to look it up. You know, when I was down in Mexico, many times I had cabrito. You know. So again, we're just going to beat this up so it starts to peak. Once it starts to peak, then we're going to transfer it into a decorator tube. I appreciate you guys all staying with us as long as you have. I know this has been kind of a longer stream. So you can see it's starting to thicken up. It's almost ready. Alright. So that is good to go. So you can see it, when I pull it up, it peaks. Alright, so pop those out. Oh yeah, not too sweet, just the right amount of vanilla. Pop that off, cleaned up. Alright, so I need my dice baby. Alright, so we're going to switch this as soon as I bring out the pan. Forgive me. Bring that up a little bit. Alright. Oh yeah, this is definitely set. So you can see there. So while she's doing that, see what she's doing there.
You're done?
I'm done.
So we're just going to cover the top with...
Right, and then after we're done with this, we're going to put a chocolate shaving over the top that we did earlier today. So these are very delicate, as you can see here. Little curlies on the chocolates.
Why are you eating my curlies? You can just put this on Cold Whip on top of the thing if you want. Just spread it. Doesn't have to be fancy, but
No, it has to be fancy.
he wants to be fancy.
Oh, I don't want to be fancy. She's the one who loves you doing this stuff. Me, I would have just slapped it over the top, lathered it, throw the chocolate on, and bam. But you know, she'll do this, Once we're done with this, then she'll take a picture of it.
I have to.
It'll go on Facebook, you know, yada, yada, yada. You know, I'll get invited to Iron Chef. They'll be like, oh, Joe King, you need to come on. I'll be like, no, sorry, I'm too busy.
Really? You're gonna turn down Iron Chef?
Yeah, I'd rather do, what is it, Guys Grocery Games or whatever?
I think you should go and try Iron Chef. You'll get chopped right away.
Wow. Wow, you feel that love there? Wow.
What love?
Exactly. Say, James, I don't see your ass coming down the driveway.
Just kidding. He's probably showering it.
How do you know when he showers?
Probably have to get all dressed up.
He doesn't need to get dressed up. Just wear pants or shorts.
He see you all dressed up, so you have,
How am I dressed up? I got my navy shorts on,
you have to like
my
put
Hawaiian shirt.
on button
And by the
shirt.
way, I constantly wear a Hawaiian shirt when we do cooking streams, so.
He likes his shirts. We're putting everything in here? Everything?
I don't,
Hmm?
whatever's going to take to cover that.
I'm not doing a good job, huh?
I think you're doing a fantastic job.
I'm not.
It's not going to matter what's in my belly.
Everyone's hungry. It's like, hurry up! Cut it! You wanna eat? You want me to overlap?
What does that mean?
Put some on top.
I don't care. It's up to you.
Use everything up. It's gonna be a high pie.
Did you want to put some of this on before you do that?
No,
Why not? Then you can layer it.
go ahead. Layer it then. Like
So
this.
basically we're just going to drop this or drizzle it over the top. So if you want to know how we did this, we just took a Hershey's bar with a peeler.
Vegetable peeler.
Yep, a vegetable peeler. Peeled it, and then after we peeled it, threw it in the fridge so it hardened up. So as you can see here,
There it is.
well, my hands are all. Dolphin! Sorry, man.
Hello.
Hello.
Chandra's not home.
No, they went to. They had to do something.
So you're the only
Well, it
one.
was
huh?
fancy.
Oh, she's doubling it up now. You want something to drink?
No, I'm good.
I got tons of stuff, man.
No, I'm
I
good.
got monk's shoulder, I got beer,
No, just had a
glass of wine.
drink close.
Did you want to try some of this?
I'll try. Yeah, let me get a bite.
Hon, you have a chicken, right? Where's
Hmm?
your rice? You want a rice?
A little bit, yeah. I'll try. What do you got the setup in here?
Yeah, I know. Nobody knows what. They don't know what happens when when you're setting it all up. So yeah, I got. So yeah,
It's
so
a mess, doesn't it?
so microphone, main camera, overhead camera, stove camera, PC transmitting over to the other PC with my monitor. So yeah, it's and it's all running over Wi-Fi, which I can't believe it's running as good as it is over Wi-Fi.
I just had like right at the first when I first turned it on, it little whatever. Then I just closed that one, and open when that other one pops up
Mm-hmm.
on the Twitch page, and it's rolling.
Somebody was complaining too that it was buffering.
Once I didn't put on a piece. That's plenty of rice. It was just probably my iPad cranking.
Oh,
What the issue was. And once it got going.
Yeah,
it was
first
over.
time it loads, it takes a little bit.
Then after that, it was good to go.
So I reached out to DAV,
Mm-hmm.
and they put me in contact with 2 of their guys, and they're supposed to be calling me back next week for a charity stream, and they're gonna sponsor. So
Cool.
So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Here, honey.
So yeah, I wanted to use up the cheese, the Marscarpone cheese that I had.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, I'll just.
Yeah, he bought way too much and it made
It's never too much.
Yeah, but I make these corn muffins. My aunt used to make it as a loaf, and then once she got a little older, she kind of was easing out, and it wasn't at one of the functions we did, and I was like, no, we gotta have that. So she passed the torch to me. So I took it, I upgraded. I transitioned to muffins, and then I transitioned to half and half. Half just plain, and the other half I added jalapenos,
Ooh.
onions.
Oh, is that the stuff you brought over here that time?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, those things.
Yeah.
And now, my stepdad has decided that we'll ease up on the cream cheese a little bit, and we put ricotta cheese in it last time.
Oh,
So, just really for the cream factor, because I already have the jalapenos and the
that
onions.
sounds interesting.
And
Was it?
and that's, the buffalo chicken dip people make all the time. I added some cream cheese, which you normally do, but I also added the ricotta to there. And some rotel.
And what?
Rotel. That canned salsa.
Dip that you
Oh,
put in
yeah.
cheese.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was taking it to the house, so I didn't add the jalapenos in there. When I got there, 4 of the people were like, "Where's the jalapenos?" The 3/4 of the people would be fussing right now, so I did not try that. So,
This motherfucker's hot. Where is the tongs?
but yeah, your phone talked good on mine. I could hear you on it.
That's good.
Especially when the water, I could hear the water running and you're still talking, I could still hear you. So
Okay, good.
Overpowering.
I was a little worried about that.
Yeah, no,
We're noisy.
yeah.
Did you hear my jokes?
I did. That's what I said. Nice seeing you.
That's bad. Bad
Mhm.
jokes.
And then he's all like, "Get these 2 big breasts out of here." I'm like, yeah, man, we'll get banned.
Nah,
There it is,
that kind of stuff you don't get banned for.
Yeah.
It's the stupid shit. This is hot.
Yeah. No, but I said probably so. When you said, let me see if I can, or probably not. Let me see if I can
Oh,
read
hon,
Jimmy's joke
the
out. I was
sides-
probably like, probably not.
The caramel's dripping on this side.
I was like, yeah, probably not.
Ooh, I would have left that in there, hon. It's running. You might
Yeah,
want.
but that's how we
Yeah, I
want to
know, but
cut it.
it's running. You might want to, because it's so warm in here.
Yeah.
Oh.
You want a spoon or a fork?
Spoon.
Don't put it in. You want to cut it? Can you lift it?
Who is New York Slice? Is that just some guy?
Yeah. I have no idea what it is.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you knew him.
No. So,
Our guess.
yep.
Oh, the caramel looks yummy.
And then was one of them your son?
No.
Oh, well, who's that long name? M. Makata, whatever.
Oh, Big Mama or Mama?
This is a big long name.
Is that off already? Still?
No, we're still going. We're still going. People want to see us cut this.
Oh, you're still on?
Yeah, I got 12 viewers yet.
Alright. Well, I left mine on.
Yeah.
You want to cut it?
Well, you can tell
Go
this is
for it.
good. Third opinion.
You like it?
Yeah.
It's missing something, man. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe just, I don't know what it is. It's good. But when you mentioned it, I was like, well, I wonder what it's missing. Now I'm eating it. I'm like, I don't know what it's missing.
Wow, the caramel on this?
Yeah.
Holy shit. It's like that. See, that's the sweetness on all this other stuff.
What else is in there? I missed putting that together.
So it's
Oreo cookies.
yeah, Oreo
I did
cookies.
hear that.
And then we took the Oreo cookies, we threw them in the freezer. And while those were in there, we took brown sugar, butter, and a little bit of vanilla. And then
This is a
that,
recap for all those people that came in late. Right?
yep, no problem. And that's the caramel. And then we put that over top of the cookies, threw that back in for 30 minutes. And while that was going, then we, yeah, I'm sorry, freezer, thank you. I had just a little bit of a drink. Nowhere near like the other night. But anyway, so so we did. Then we did the chocolate chips, a whole bag of chocolate chips, semi-sweet. Again, butter. I think a half a cup of heavy cream. Mixed it all up, and then did another half cup of whipped cream, and then folded it in.
I did see her fold it.
And then we threw that in the freezer, and then waited and
So
let.
basically no heat whatsoever. It's all cold.
No, it's all cold.
Yeah, it's no bake. No bake, and it's.
But it is definitely falling apart. Yeah, and it's 73 degrees in the house right now, and it's still warm. But I can see that it's melting.
Yeah.
So this is gonna have to get separated and then
Then put it away quick.
put away quick. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see from here that this side right here is rolling.
Yep.
I don't know if I don't think I can get that cut.
Should be able to. You sprayed it, right?
Mm-hmm. It's not cut.
I don't know what you could add to this, really.
No.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
So tomorrow I'm thinking about doing something southern.
Southern.
I don't know what. I don't know if I want to do like a fried chicken or, but when you said the Jack Daniels, I was like, oh, I could do a Jack Daniels steak.
I said that I figured at some point we can do some research and see. Like when you go to the
Give me
distillery and
another
do the
plate,
tour,
please.
you know, you can go to Mucklow House, Mary Bubbo's, I mean, and you know, when they sit you down at the table, they go over
Give me a little bit bigger,
usually
please.
always, no matter what time of year you have Jack Daniels apples. Those are like,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. So, and that was before when I went last time to she almost doesn't mind.
Sorry. I was like,
You know, Jack Apple wasn't out yet, so I've always been tempted to try to cook some apples with Jack Apple, brown sugar,
Oh yeah.
cinnamon or something, you know.
Yeah. I wonder what would go good. A chicken would go good with that.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure of the steak. I like the
Yeah.
Jack Daniels steak.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
How you want to do this?
Well, when you go and you have that meal, it's fried chicken. I think it's fried chicken or meatloaf together. You have two options: the apples, green beans, some kind of cornbread and stuff.
that's for starter. I can give you another piece if you
I
want.
don't think I can handle another piece. I'd be type 2 max me out.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's the caramel milk.
Yum.
Yep.
We need to get this somewhere.
It's
Here's
light.
some on the refrigerator for now, if you don't mind. I'll get it. Y'all eat on cam.
Should be a spot right there.
It's pretty light.
It is. It's the crust that's.
Yeah.
If you get a container, you can take half of this and throw it in the freezer. Like this right here. Otherwise, it's just gonna melt out.
I was gonna put this back in here.
No, it's too messy now. We want to separate it out.
Let's see.
Well, it's good, man. I'm glad to hear you guys are working.
Yeah. Well, actually not too late. I guess it's working too early. Like,
Ah.
the first day it was like we had to be at the airfield by 6 in the dump truck. So, and then he did it again the next day, and then I had to be at the shop at 6 to leave out, and then he did.
Yeah, I've been doing.
I did almost 10 today. But
That's what I've been doing.
nothing really hard. Yesterday was like cars. So
That's what I've been doing. Is tens.
Is that everything gonna fit in there?
No. But that we can do half of that and put it in there. So
I'll do it.
I would do the half and just drop it right in.
Drop it right in.
You gonna cut it?
Now, when I was talking about different knives for different types of meat, the ceramic set we got, it came with like 6 colors.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
So one knife is only a chicken knife, one knife is only a beef knife, one knife is only a pork knife.
I don't know if
And I guess if you were doing all of them at once, you would have a different knife. Whereas if you're doing one, then
Right.
it doesn't really matter.
no for us it's
But on a set, I mean, it
comfort.
actually says, you know, it's like,
Well, you know it makes sense because depending on the blade,
yeah.
it's gonna cut differently for
Yeah.
different meat.
So that's just what I was wondering. You know, plus you were trying to get some filler time, so I was trying to throw some.
I appreciate it, man. No, don't worry about it, hon. Just throw it in there.
I don't want to drop it.
It's dessert. It should be messy. Right.
I will use this one.
There you go.
There.
That's Scott's lunch for tomorrow.
No.
So we'll go here.
Did you make the whipped cream?
Yeah.
I missed that part too. I thought I heard the blender.
Everything
going.
is homemade.
I heard it spinning while I was changing
Yeah,
the shirt.
it's loud.
And they only come in some fluorescent orange shirt, so I was changing the shirt.
I think I will. Why don't you take the rest of these at home?
Alright. I'm gonna twist my arm.
I'm
You
not
got any
gonna.
water, Scott? I'll take some water.
Yeah.
What time? They're gonna be back.
Well, maybe not in time to eat that if it's gone.
He was watching though, isn't he?
Yeah, Chandler probably has it on her phone
Because he was
while
commenting.
they're riding. Well, they were watching it when you started. We were all
Oh,
at the
they were
house.
still at the
I was like, I
house.
didn't get a notice that they were cranking it up. He was like, yeah, he got an alert. You know, I got your new friend request. I'll have to make sure I got that set up.
There, we got everything in the freezer, hon.
I'm just making sure it's not gonna hit the top.
Yeah.
Just so it freezes at first.
Right.
All right, everybody. We're gonna call it a night. We appreciate everybody being here as long as you have been.
Everything is success. Everything's turned out good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Our boy James came over here and is enjoying it.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely be taking some of this to our.
Put it in the freezer to his room.
No.
I'll put it in the garage.
So we appreciate everybody in. We appreciate everyone this evening. Again, if you
Bye,
like,
everybody.
if you like the stream, you know, hit the follow, hit that subscribe. You know, tomorrow we'll be on again between 5 and 6. I'll post something out. I got a YouTube page. I got a Facebook page. Just trying to expand out. This is all new for me. So again, thanks for everything. Hope you had a good time. I know we had a good time. The food's damn good. So tomorrow, hopefully, it'll be just as good. Good night, everybody.